People are just not well. And I don't want to be hooked up to the 10% of my audience who's lost it. And who starts to think in terms of these internet frames of reference, or in terms of, but look at this beautiful location you have. Mm-hmm. Everything's great. I'm having beverages brought to me by magical people. Credit cards work. The cars are nice in the driveway when I walked here. And there's no indication of just how much has eroded and where we may be headed. So the surface layer is fine. It's like it's like we're on a movie set that used to be a city, and we've been hollowing out everything other than the fronts of the houses. And at what point the house fronts start to collapse, I don't know. But I am very worried that incrementally we're deferring. If I can just get to that next level, then I'll worry about the future. It's nobody's job to worry about the future at the moment. So I am very worried, and I've stopped doing that. I was deferring certain things until I got to some level of stability. And I'm realizing this is my only life, and I'm not that far from my own death. So it's a very quick story. To recapitulate it at lightning speed, 1952-53, within 6 months, we achieved godlike powers over both DNA, knowing its three-dimensional structure, and over the ability to fuse nuclei. And this sets off effectively a doomsday clock. And we don't know when the doomsday clock is going to go off, but we now know that we have godlike powers without godlike wisdom. And we have shared fate. So my whole thing is I don't want shared fate. I'm not a libertarian, but I'm sort of deeply sympathetic with the goal of libertarianism, right? So I'm an anti-libertarian who believes that I don't want a shared fate with you if you're stupid. And if you're crazy, and if you're just completely captured by love of money and status and all that kind of stuff, because that will end now with certainty in worldwide destruction. Then the question is, how do we avoid shared fate? Do we have islands that we can go to, right? I'm famously focused on St. Helena Island in the South Atlantic, which I think we should all move to, and Bitcoin should take a stake in and make it a wonderful place. Real diversity comes from getting beyond Einstein. We don't know whether it's possible. It's possible that the ultimate theory beyond Einstein doesn't allow you to leave either. So right now we're in Einstein's prison, and what we need is an Einsteinian prison break. And the way to do that is to ask, can we do to Einstein what Einstein did to Newton, which is that you render Einstein an approximate rather than a fundamental theory. At the moment, it's the most fundamental theory we have, along with what's called the standard model or quantum field theory. My goal is to say, is the theory that does to Einstein what Einstein did to Newton, does that have a new feature, which is that what previously seemed like faster than light travel becomes possible? And so that should be the question obsessing everyone. But Bezos doesn't seem interested. Biden doesn't seem interested. Musk doesn't seem interested. The Silicon Valley people don't seem. Everybody wants to go on an ayahuasca retreat or build DeFi. And I just look at them and I just think you have no effing idea where you are. You sort of learn what the mysteries are, and then you learn what the techniques are, and then you try to say, how does this come from a natural structure? So that's the thing that obsesses me, which is getting rid of shared fate by making sure that we have multiple terrestrial surfaces, so that if we lose what I think will be the majority of them, I think most worlds won't make it. But as long as you have new places to diversify to, we have hope.